The kidneys not only filter the blood, they play an important role in what's called homeostasis, in balancing the body, in balancing the pH, in balancing the sodium and water balance in the body, in balancing blood pressure.
Hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're addressing a critical topic: how to stop damaging your kidneys. The kidneys are essential organs that filter waste and balance fluids in our bodies, yet so many of us unknowingly put them at risk. Did you know that nearly 1 in 10 adults worldwide has some form of kidney damage? Many of these cases are linked to lifestyle habits like high salt intake, dehydration, and even certain medications. Ignoring kidney health can lead to serious complications, including kidney failure, which often comes without early warning signs. In this video, we'll explore the most common habits that harm your kidneys and practical steps you can take to protect them. It's never too late to make changes that can have a positive impact on your kidney health and ultimately your quality of life. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
Kidneys filter the blood. And they do it in quite a fascinating way. Let me illustrate. Our kidneys are made up of lots of little filtering units called nephrons, and our kidney is as big as our fist. So my 6'6" brother-in-law has a bigger fist than mine, and my little granddaughter Saffron Pearl, who is 3, she has a smaller fist than me. How important to teach children about the house they live in, which is this body. Surely the most neglected form of education. So our kidney is as big as our fist. It actually sits a little below our ribs, and each kidney has 1 million filtering units. Let me draw one of the filtering units. That's the filtering unit, and these are the tubules that the filtrate travels along before it gets down to the bladder and then of course is urinated out. So the blood goes in, it weaves around the filtering units, and then it weaves around the tubules. In a 24-hour period, 1,800 litres of blood is filtered. We don't have that much blood. No, we don't. But every 2 minutes, 1.2 litres goes through the little filtering unit. And out of that filtering unit, 180 litres of filtrate is filtered out. But we don't urinate out 180 litres. We only urinate out approximately 1.5 litres in a 24-hour period. So what happens to the other 160 litres? They're reabsorbed here. So there's a reabsorption area, and later in the week I'll show you that in that reabsorption area our blood pressure is balanced or monitored, salt and water balances in the body is monitored, and also pH is monitored. So you're understanding this gives you an idea of what the kidneys need. The kidneys need water. Because when you drink adequate water, it keeps your blood nice and thin, and it's a lot easier for that little filtering unit to filter your blood when the blood's nice and thin. So we need to be drinking at least 2 to 2.5 litres of water every day. The second one is warm. The kidneys need to be warm. Let me show you. Here is the kidney. And these little filtering units are all on the edge. And these tubules here basically weave down like this. And then into the ureter, which is into the bladder, and there's the ureter from the other kidney, and then urinated out. Considering this, you can imagine if this back area of the human body gets cold, then not a lot of blood will go into that area. You see, we're warm-blooded creatures, and where there's no blood, there's no warmth. And if someone has cold hands and you look at them, their hands will be quite white. But if they clap their hands and rub their hands together, the hands become pink, and now they're warm. Do you know why they're warm? Because they've got blood in them. So it is the blood that causes the warmth. So let's say, and it has been a common fashion over many years, to have the midriff area bare. And that's all right on a day like today. And it's all right in the middle of summer in Cairns. But when I lived in Melbourne a few years ago, in the winter you would see young girls with bare midriffs. What happens is the blood's not getting in there because it's so cold. And so what's happening is the blood's not getting filtered. And so waste starts to build up in the blood, and who's going to clean up the waste? Your own microorganisms evolve into the cleanup team.
This cleanup process relies heavily on your body's immune response. When waste builds up because the kidneys can't filter properly, your body recruits microorganisms like bacteria, which act as a kind of internal cleaning crew. These microorganisms are usually harmless when they stay in balance, but when they're forced to handle excess waste, they can begin to grow out of control. This can lead to infections and other health complications, especially if the body is consistently unable to properly filter blood due to insufficient warmth or hydration. That's why keeping your kidneys warm and hydrated is essential. In colder weather, it's crucial to ensure that your lower back area, where the kidneys are located, stays warm. Wearing layered clothing and keeping this area covered can support healthy blood flow to the kidneys, which promotes optimal filtration and function. Another important factor for kidney health is maintaining a balanced diet. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries, leafy greens, and certain teas can help reduce oxidative stress in the kidneys. This is important because the filtering process naturally generates free radicals, which can damage kidney cells over time if they aren't countered by antioxidants. Additionally, avoiding excessive salt and processed foods helps to ease the strain on your kidneys, as these foods make it harder for the kidneys to balance fluids and electrolytes in your body. Regular exercise also supports kidney health by boosting blood circulation and helping maintain healthy blood pressure levels. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney damage because it increases the force on the tiny filtering units in the kidneys, causing them to wear out faster. Staying active, even with simple activities like walking or stretching, encourages circulation and keeps the kidneys functioning smoothly.
Urinary tract infections are quite easily fixed. You've got to look at what causes them, start to drink more water. But this is continuing. And so the brain says, the kidneys are having a problem. They're not able to filter the blood because they're so cold. Let's insulate the kidney. And what does the body insulate the kidneys with? Now remember, we don't have fur and we don't have feathers. We have fat. And so the fat cells are built up there to insulate the kidney. This is the belt. I think it's called muffin top. Do you find that today? Many young girls, they've got thin arms, thin legs, but they've got this weight around the torso area. And a lot of it has to do with the poor old kidneys are constantly cold. We had a girl work with us for a while who'd lived in Nepal for 2 years. She said, do you know the Nepalese women bind fur strips around their kidney area because they know the importance of keeping the kidneys warm. There's an old proverb, it's Proverbs 14 verse 6, it says, knowledge is easy to him that understands. And that's why I tell you this, because when you understand where the kidney is, how it works, you automatically have the knowledge on how to treat it and what to give it. So that will give you an understanding of why it is so important to keep the kidneys warm. Exercise. Often called the forgotten remedy, isn't it? Exercise is very important for the kidneys because when you exercise, you increase the circulation of the blood all through the body and absolutely to these little filtering units. So when you exercise, it enables the kidneys to filter the little units much more effectively. Exercise does something else too. See, every time you walk, just picture your kidneys. Every step that you take, your kidneys are being strengthened and toned to perform their work.
Exercise truly plays a key role in kidney health, not only for blood circulation, but also as a gentle form of massage for these organs. Picture this. Each step you take creates a subtle shift, moving and strengthening the muscles around the kidneys. This continuous movement keeps them functioning at an optimal level, ensuring that toxins and waste are filtered efficiently. Think of it as the body's natural way of keeping your kidneys energized and capable of handling their essential tasks. Beyond exercise, hydration remains one of the most straightforward and powerful ways to support kidney health. Water helps flush out toxins, and when you're adequately hydrated, it ensures your kidneys can filter and expel waste effectively. Without enough water, these organs have to work harder to process the blood, and over time, this can lead to stress on the kidneys. A well-hydrated body supports these natural processes, keeping the kidneys from becoming overworked. And it's not just water intake. Dietary habits also play an essential role in kidney health. Too much salt, caffeine, or sugar can put undue strain on the kidneys. When we consistently consume large amounts of these substances, the kidneys have to work overtime to filter out the excess, which can lead to fatigue and even longer-term damage. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins supports kidney function without burdening them. Another often overlooked aspect of kidney health is warmth. As mentioned before, kidneys perform better when they're warm. Ancient cultures recognized this need, like the Nepalese women binding warm strips around their lower back to protect their kidneys. In modern times, simple practices like wearing warm clothing in cold weather, especially around the midsection, or using a heating pad for short intervals, can provide extra warmth to this area. Protecting the kidneys from prolonged exposure to cold can keep them from becoming sluggish, preserving their ability to filter effectively. Managing stress is also crucial. The kidneys and adrenal glands, which sit right above them, are closely linked. When you're under stress, the adrenal glands release hormones that increase your heart rate and blood pressure. This puts added pressure on the kidneys, potentially straining them over time. Regular relaxation practices like deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking time to unwind each day can help reduce stress, allowing the kidneys to function without extra tension.
Let me give you a story to illustrate. We had a lady, she was coming to do our programs a few years ago now. She rang up Saturday night and she said, "I'm very worried about coming to your retreat." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Well, I'm about to go on dialysis. I'm 57, my legs are swollen, and I'm worried if when I come to your retreat and go through the detox, I'll get worse. Do you have a doctor there?" I said, "We don't, but we will keep a close eye on you. We can adjust as we go, and there is a hospital an hour away if you need that." And if someone would say to my husband, "Do you have a doctor there at your retreat?" you know what his answer is? "No, and we don't want one." You see, we're not doctors. We're just lifestyle coaches, teaching people how to be their own doctors. Yes, go to your doctor. Yes, go to your specialist and see what he says. And what can you do with his advice? You can take it or leave it. That's why God's given us this sound mind to consider these things. I said, we'll closely monitor you. The lady who rang me Saturday night, she said, "Oh, all right. Never had anyone come reluctantly to our health retreat before." I found out why later. Her mother and her sister had paid for her and were pushing her to go. So she came. Early that morning, I was praying. I said, "Father in heaven, what do I do with this lady? She's about to go on dialysis." And then God put into my mind a few things. Remember that early morning? My celery was going to seed. Did you know that celery is an excellent kidney herb? My parsley was going to seed. Did you know that parsley is an excellent kidney herb? Couch grass is all through my yard and trying to get into my garden. I'm always pulling it out. Another kidney herb. So I gathered all of this, and what I did was I made her up a litre or a quart of tea every day with the celery seed. I just put the tops in. And I put some ginger in there to make it taste a little bit better so it didn't taste like grass. As I'm consulting with this lady, I discovered that she only drinks 2, maybe 3 glasses of water a day. She would say, look at my legs. There's too much water in my body now. Can you see that reasoning? It's because she's dehydrated that the body is actually unable to handle that water. So what happens in this reabsorption here is not only pH is balanced, but so is sodium and water levels in the body. So when that goes down, can you see why the legs swell? Her blood pressure was high. Blood pressure is also monitored here. She was having 3 cups of coffee a day. She's a nurse, and nurses drink a lot of coffee as a rule. Coffee dehydrates you even more. I discovered she had a gluten intolerance. And because she was a nurse eating a lot of fast food, with lots of cookies and sandwiches on the run, she also had a hormonal imbalance. She said to me, I will not be able to walk with the guests in the morning. I said, that's right, not with those legs. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like to get on the little rebounder for 1 minute every hour, just doing this, just this. That's called the health bounce. Anyone can do that. And that will stimulate the lymphatic system to start dispersing the fluid in the legs. I said, I want you to drink 1 litre of water a day and 1 litre of this tea. And that was far more than she was usually drinking. But I said, you are never to drink a whole glass at once. You have to drink it little by little by little by little. And the kidneys can cope a lot better with that. So Monday morning, she did not walk with the guests. Tuesday morning, she walked with the guests. Her legs had gone down by half. She was so excited. She hadn't seen them like that for weeks. She was a very happy lady when she went home.
To support kidney health with herbal methods, several natural remedies and lifestyle changes can be highly beneficial. Nature offers a range of herbs that have been traditionally recognised for their ability to nourish and support the kidneys, aiding in the body's detoxification process. One commonly used herb for kidney health is dandelion. Dandelion leaves act as a natural diuretic, helping the body to flush out excess fluids. This gentle diuretic effect can relieve some of the burden on the kidneys by increasing urine production, which can assist in the removal of waste products. Dandelion is also rich in potassium, an essential electrolyte that can help balance sodium levels, which is vital for kidney function. People often use dandelion tea or incorporate the leaves into salads to support kidney health. Nettle leaf is another herb that can be helpful for kidney health. Nettle contains antioxidants and compounds that may reduce inflammation, benefiting the kidneys by reducing oxidative stress and protecting cells. It's also known to have mild diuretic properties, encouraging healthy urine flow and assisting the body in removing toxins. Consuming nettle as tea or in supplement form can be an easy way to integrate it into a daily routine for those looking to support their kidneys naturally. Parsley, often used as a garnish, is surprisingly beneficial for the kidneys. It contains flavonoids, antioxidants, and other compounds that aid in flushing out toxins. The chlorophyll in parsley may also assist in detoxification processes, which can relieve some of the load on the kidneys. Parsley can be consumed as a juice, in salads, or steeped as tea. Drinking parsley tea daily can offer support for individuals looking to maintain kidney health or reduce water retention. Another kidney supportive herb is juniper berry. Juniper berries are known for their antiseptic and diuretic properties, which make them particularly helpful for the urinary tract. The berries can increase urine output without depleting the body of electrolytes, making them an efficient herbal aid for cleansing the kidneys. However, juniper should be used in moderation, especially by those with pre-existing kidney conditions, as its potent effects can sometimes overstimulate the kidneys. Juniper berry tea is one common way to consume it, though it's important to follow recommended guidelines for safe usage. Corn silk, the thin strands found on corn, is also known for its kidney supportive properties. Used as an herbal remedy, corn silk can act as a soothing diuretic, helping to reduce inflammation and ease urinary tract discomfort. Many people consume corn silk tea to help cleanse their kidneys and bladder as it gently increases urine flow and assists in flushing out excess waste. It's also packed with vitamins like vitamin K and antioxidants, which contribute to overall urinary tract health. Ginger is a versatile herb that not only helps improve digestion, but also has benefits for the kidneys. Its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties can help protect kidney cells from damage caused by toxins and free radicals. Ginger tea, or adding fresh ginger to meals, may support kidney health by reducing oxidative stress and promoting circulation. Additionally, ginger may assist in lowering blood pressure, which indirectly benefits the kidneys by reducing strain on the delicate blood vessels that supply them. Burdock root is an herb that's commonly used to cleanse the blood, indirectly benefiting the kidneys. Since the kidneys filter the blood, a cleaner blood supply reduces the workload on these vital organs. Burdock root can be consumed as a tea or taken in supplement form, and it's often used in herbal detoxes for its potential to support the liver and kidneys. Its antioxidant content helps protect kidney cells from damage and enhances the body's natural detox processes. Horsetail is another herb that promotes kidney health, primarily through its diuretic effects. It's rich in silica, which supports tissue health and may help strengthen the kidneys. Horsetail is also known to promote urinary tract health by helping reduce inflammation and assisting the body in flushing out excess minerals that could potentially form kidney stones. Horsetail tea is a popular way to consume this herb, and its mild taste makes it easy to incorporate into a regular routine. Uva ursi, or bearberry, is an herb frequently used to support urinary tract health. Its antiseptic and astringent properties can be helpful for the kidneys by creating an environment less favourable to harmful bacteria. It also acts as a diuretic, increasing urine flow and helping clear out potential toxins. Uva ursi is particularly popular in herbal medicine for supporting the bladder and kidneys and is often found in tea or supplement form. However, it's best used in short intervals to avoid overuse.
She emailed me 3 months later. She said, I don't have to go on dialysis. Isn't that incredible? I was talking to a nurse. She said, I've never heard such a thing. Who healed her? The body. Nature alone is the effective healer, and how much better can it perform its task when given the right conditions? She said, I've had a liver function test, and my liver function, the test is the best it's been for years. She said, my inflammatory markers have come back to normal. She said, I feel better than I have felt for 10 years. I'm going back to full-time work. I've lost 10 kilos, that would be 20 pounds in weight. This is in 3 months. She was an excited lady. In fact, her mother and her sister say that she thanks them every day. But when she was coming in the first day, she was not thanking them. She was saying, why have I done this? So simple, and yet often bypassed. So you can see that the kidneys not only filter the blood, they play an important role in what's called homeostasis, in balancing the body, in balancing the pH, in balancing the sodium and water balance in the body, in balancing blood pressure. I don't think you'll ever look at your kidneys the same again, will you?
The kidneys play a critical role in maintaining overall health by performing a variety of vital functions beyond just cleaning the blood. One of the key functions of the kidneys is to regulate the body's balance of fluids and electrolytes. By filtering excess water and electrolytes like sodium and potassium, the kidneys help maintain proper hydration levels and prevent imbalances. These imbalances can lead to issues like dehydration, swelling, or even more serious conditions such as heart arrhythmias, which can occur if potassium levels are too high or too low. Another essential function of the kidneys is the regulation of the body's acid-base balance, which is crucial for maintaining the correct pH of the blood. The kidneys help keep the blood at a slightly alkaline pH of around 7.4 by excreting hydrogen ions, which are acidic, and reabsorbing bicarbonate ions, which are alkaline. This process helps to neutralize any acids that might accumulate in the body due to metabolic processes or external factors like diet and stress. Without proper pH regulation, enzymes in the body could become ineffective and the body's overall function could be impaired. The kidneys also contribute to regulating blood pressure through a complex process involving the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. When blood pressure drops, the kidneys release renin, which triggers a series of reactions that lead to the constriction of blood vessels and the retention of sodium and water. This helps increase blood volume and blood pressure. The kidneys also produce a hormone called erythropoietin, which stimulates the bone marrow to produce red blood cells. By regulating red blood cell production, the kidneys help ensure that the body has enough oxygen-carrying cells to support various organs and tissues, especially during times of physical exertion or illness. Furthermore, the kidneys are involved in the activation of vitamin D, which is crucial for calcium absorption in the intestines and the regulation of bone health. The kidneys convert vitamin D into its active form, calcitriol, which helps the body absorb calcium and maintain proper bone mineralization. Without this process, bones could become weak and prone to fractures, leading to conditions like osteomalacia or osteoporosis. In addition to these functions, the kidneys also help eliminate waste products and toxins from the body, not only through filtration, but also by secreting certain substances into the urine. Waste products like urea, creatinine, and uric acid are byproducts of protein metabolism and other bodily processes that must be excreted to prevent toxicity. Without the kidney's filtration system, these waste products would accumulate in the blood and lead to harmful conditions such as kidney disease, high blood pressure, or even organ failure. Thank you for watching. I hope this information helps you make choices that support your kidney health. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on taking charge of your well-being. Take care and see you in the next video.